Carl Edwards out on the racetrack. Let's take a inside look at what's happening in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Best average finish at Michigan for Carl Edwards, 8.2. Right now, I don't think he's worried about finishing. I think he's worried about seeing if he can break that 200-mile-an-hour mark.
Uh-oh. Another guy that looks like he may be aiming to do what
they're running out of fuel or something. Something not right.
Well, I think right now what I would probably do is turn down through the grass right here and go back over to turn 2 and start. It'd be pretty good for Kevin
Would you
Harvick.
go on the apron then also? And
I believe I would.
Let's see what Carl does. I'm pretty sure he was watching and listening.
Turns it around. And again, we've seen this done before.
Carl, did they ever build fuel pressure? I don't know. I never looked at the fuel pressure gauge. It's got fuel pressure. I'll see what I got here.
I'm not sure about that. I think what he's really doing is he either had on stickers and he wanted to knock the new off of them and it didn't feel good coming to get the green, or he wanted to get some heat in his tires.
Right.
He saw what Kevin Harvick did, paid off for Kevin. I'm not saying that there's was a problem with the car, but I think this also will work to his advantage.
Well, this will be the second driver out of 28 that has done this. I remember a number of years ago at Sonoma, there was something like this going on, and NASCAR finally said, enough boys, no more.
Yeah.
So we're seeing Carl Edwards go the wrong way around this newly repaved racetrack, but it's because he didn't take the green flag for his qualifying effort, so he can go all the way back around.
Because it didn't start doing it until about right into turn 3, so I want to see if it's going to do it again.
And I definitely would go back as far as possible just to build that speed. As we spoke when Kevin Harvick was doing this, the only downside is making sure you don't get that engine too hot.
Well, he's coasting now, Larry, and he has been for quite a ways, so it should be okay there.
He can go all the way back to the start-finish line.
Oh, yeah, he can come all the way back to the, to the turn 1 side of the start-finish line. He'll use pit road down there probably to make his turn ahead back out.
So we're seeing, again, one of the all-stars of NASCAR try a little extra warm-up for his car before he qualifies.
Well, listen to he and Bob talk. I mean, they talk about fuel pressure. Maybe there's an issue with the engine.
And we'll see.
Why are you looking at me?
We'll see. We'll see if he goes 202 like Kevin Harvick did.
Actually, maybe.
Harvick backed up his qualifying run with what he was able to run in practice. We'll see.
It's got fuel pressure. It's running like crap, though.
Well,
I never had a doubt it would have good fuel pressure.
Better run the lap or not. Let's see if it clears out, bud.
202.943 is what he ran in practice.
No, it
doesn't sound right.
There is something wrong with his car. That engine is definitely not running right.
Let's take a look at this right here, because if you remember when Kevin Harvick took the green flag, he was right at 200 miles an hour.
Probably we should run it, you guys. I mean, I guess whatever you think, it's terrible. Yeah, it's not running good, bud. Just abort here in case we've damaged something. Abort.
Well, contrary to our belief, there is a issue with the 99 car of Carl Edwards.
Yeah, he thought
6 at least.
We heard him say initially they thought maybe fuel pressure, but Carl said he had fuel pressure.
Yeah.
I think it's a fuel issue. I think it almost feels like, there's a air leak or something in the pickup for the fuel, because it's running, but it acts like it's running out of fuel. I wanted to run this lap so badly. Our fast and all forward is really, really good. And I told my wife before the start, I said, I'm getting this pole. I want to be the fastest guy in NASCAR for the last 25 years. That would be very special. So very frustrated we didn't get to run it, but it's better to find it now than in the race.